Hello, all my Sagittarius friends. Welcome to your March 16th through 31st reading. Many blessings to you all. May we all be healthy and well. I wish all the wellness and healing energy on everyone. I know these times are a little bit more turbulent, but this is no time to turn back from our positive beliefs. This is absolutely the time to really throw our shoulders into it and remain positive even when things seem to be dire. This is the test of your faith, and it truly means having to kind of double down and weather this storm in the highest energy we can. If we give up and we let ourselves fall into fear, then we have no hope whatsoever, right? Then we're just at the mercy of what happens. So those of you who already know me, if it's not your first time watching, you already know that I am a positivity junkie to all end. So here we are, testing our mettle against what come what may in our lives, and we are staying in the positive. That is what my readings will reflect, and I will not be dishonest about what I see, but I will not be a fearmonger. So with that in mind, if you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your reading. If you'd like to see any of my other playlists or readings that I have already recorded on my channel, you can click the eye icon, my blue eye, will take you to my homepage, and you can check out the other readings I have. There's a lot of meditations and healing energy, and if you'd like to join my channel, there's a button at the bottom down here at the bottom. If it says join, and you can click that, and you can be part of what I'm going to be doing now for my Vibe Tribe. That's my members. I will be doing healing meditations and protective meditations on every reading that I do for them. So if you want to join in with that, welcome, welcome. Here we go. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, with these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for your divine guidance as well, and we welcome this beautiful reading and energy. We thank you for this blessing. Thank you so much, Divine, for your presence here. Okay, so there we are. Seven of Swords, the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. That's your current core energy. We have the Fool in the relationships, love life, spiritual life, and household energy. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. In our career and finance, we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Temperance card, which is the Sagittarius Major Arcana, so showing up big time for the universe, also universal guidance here with the Archangel Uriel. And the Two of Cups, being connected to Source. We have the Six of Wands, which is coming through this like a champion. Okay, so the Six of Wands, first of all, the Wands is Sagittarius energy. Very strong action energy, and this is the hero's welcome. So this is coming through challenges, as you know, whatever battles you may face, coming back victorious and being in a place of people acknowledging that this is a true victory of coming through whatever adversity that you must face, winning it and coming back a champion, not having to be a human. There's a certain expense to having to face these challenges, but not in a complete place of loss. So some of us will be changing a lot of different things and letting go of things. The way we do things will change. Some of the people that we're around will change. Certainly this will be a place of releasing what needs to be released. Now, this is letting go of what no longer serves you. And one of the things that you can immediately let go of is fear, because fear absolutely does not serve you. We have to be in a place of strength and not being in a place of letting our minds take off with us, like, in the wrong direction. We also have the King of Swords here, which is the Archangel Michael. Certainly a very good angel to call on in times of distress, as we are in now. The Archangel Michael is the energy of protection and removing obstacles. This also is air sign energy, so this King of Swords can be Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. It's also brought to specific jobs, which are lawyer, doctor, judge, anyone in armed services, anyone in criminal justice, anyone who is part of the first responders, anyone who has served in the military, anyone who is in the police or law enforcement. This can also be someone who's very analytically minded, which would be an architect, an engineer, or a scientist. We definitely need to pray for those folks who are working on the cure and working on, at least the inoculation, and help bring in all health workers to the prayer and bring all people in who are at risk, protection over all peoples who are higher risk. Some of the people affected by this are not going to have any problem. It's going to be like another cold, but other people are facing real challenge to get through it. Now, this Ten of Swords means releasing toxic energy, releasing negativity. And I feel like some of the things that are going to happen in this turbulent moment, sometimes it shakes loose the weaker links, right? So some of the people who are in public figures, in public places, are going to show themselves held accountable for their poor handling of this. And I believe that is part of what's going on here, is kind of a leveling off of the crazy toxic energy that's being brought out by people's egos and people's greed. And so the way that people deal with this in the higher levels of our government and the higher levels of officials who handle these sort of emergencies, there's going to be a reckoning. So this is that evening up of that and letting go of the negativity that's previously brought us to this point. Now, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is a beautiful energy, and I'm so happy to see it with the rest of this, because what this means is, after all this happens, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the energy of the Garden of Eden. And the Garden of Eden card is representative of the universe is constantly working in our behalf. It has our highest good in its sight, and that is what's it's trying to bring us back around, okay? Now, it's not about punishment, and it's not about somebody being, more religious or more godly than someone else. This is about faith. This Nine of Pentacles is the representation of your absolute faith that the universe will bring you through this and provide everything that you need. When you have this absolute faith and it outweighs this fear, you turn the table in your favor. It's so important to know that. So in your household energy, of course, everything is up in the air. We've got all this stuff juggling and going crazy. It's also talking about a new beginning, because, life is going to change after this. The way we do business will change. The way that emergencies like this are handled will change. We haven't had a big medical thing like this in a very long time, since before the health practices that we use now have been in place. So the biggest one that comes to mind for me is when HIV came out, but nobody knew what to do. So hopefully we will learn better from this, and we will move forward with a better plan and a better way of handling ourselves and situations that come about. So this is that new beginning, the Fool, stepping into the new, into the challenge, and coming out on the other side, starting a new cycle. It does mean smoothness in it, so very smooth transition. We also have the burden being lifted, the Ten of Wands here. So this means the cycle will end. It's not going to be something that goes on and on and on. So having this, is carrying this burden to the loading dock here, and letting go of all of that we've been carrying along, is letting it go and being in a place of renewal. So letting yourself be brought back to upright, okay? So it's, my guides are saying it's kind of like it's a free-for-all, and it sort of is. The burden for us to protect ourselves has been placed on us, on each person individually. So this is hopefully reflecting on what the burden will be lifted to, where we have a better system in place. And we have, options. We have ways to deal with it. We can isolate ourselves. We can put on protective gear. We can be in a place of just being ready to be flexible. Okay, so there's two options here. A lot of us may be having options on, how to handle it, what to do, whether to work from home, whether to work from, because right now we're not in a place of absolute martial law or anything, so we have the ability to be flexible. Now, not everybody has a choice in how they handle it. A lot of places are putting their own ideas in place, but you do have a choice on how you react to it. So please stay positive no matter what goes on. Listen, this is not something we can directly take an action on or a responsibility for, other than what we're doing in our own homes. So that's why you can't let yourself get all worked up about it, because we are not in control of anything other than our own everyday stuff. So just remember, as long as you're making good choices from what's facing you, that's the only way you can handle this, and the only way to get through it. And it will pass. We have the Queen of Swords, which is being very in touch with divine light and divine intellect, being in a place of being receptive to information. Sometimes we're guided to do things. Follow your instincts. Allow yourself to let your higher self guide you, and listen. Some of you actually may still be going through job interviews and things like that via telecommuting. Okay, so this is a good sign. This means being in a place of being seen for the right reasons and making a good impression. So we have this beautiful Queen of Swords here. We also have the King of Swords. So these both energies are very strong, very solid. Now, Temperance. This is your card, Sagittarius. This is your major arcana card. It's a beautiful energy of divine light, being in a place of creative energy, because she's actually doing alchemy and bringing in this beautiful healing light and able to really put that energy out into the world. This is Archangel Uriel as well, the keeper of divine light. So as your Sagittarius major arcana, fantastic. As Archangel Uriel, absolutely fantastic. Bringing in what is needed at this time is the alchemy of healing and the alchemy of transition into our next step of this. Now, we know it's not going to snap our fingers and it go away, but we can mitigate it. So we have the Two of Cups, which is what they're attempting to do now. The Two of Cups, which is being connected, source energy connected all together here, seeing eye to eye. And this is the only way we're going to get through this, everybody, is to connect to our higher selves, do what's right, do what's the best for ourselves and others, and be cautious of not creating a risk for anyone else. If you are sick, please try not to spread the illness. Even young people are not going to be affected as badly by it, and there's lots of people that may not even know they have it. So it's part of that is be smart, help other people, be in a place of not putting yourself in jeopardy or putting other people in jeopardy. Staying in this divine union place where everyone matters, because when you use your compassion and you use your heart in a way that is for the best, highest good for everyone, that ensures your vibration remains high. And that's really the big deal here, staying in a very positive place. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for your divine guidance, and we welcome your beautiful, blessed energy. Thank you so much for your presence. Yeah, there's where we are. We're in a little bit of fear. We're feeling left out in the cold a little bit or a little bit isolated. This also can mean illness. So there is illness going around. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. That's the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The Chariot, that's a very good sign. The Seven of Swords again. The Magician. The Nine of Rods. The Lovers, very strong, nurturing energy from the universe. The Ten of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. And the Star card. Wow. Okay, so this is our soul's desire being granted, being told yes by the universe. It's also the Aquarius Major Arcana. And the fact that it's right here with the Six of Wands is everyone's greatest hope is to come through this without having to suffer through a major setback, okay? And when this energy is here, it means it is possible to do so. Because this is our greater inner selves, everyone in the world, everyone's soul is geared toward wanting the best for others and ourselves as well. But your soul is not your ego. Your soul is here for the highest good. So this is an upgrade of spiritual energy. So we may come out of this, a lot of people more awakened to their higher source, which would be a blessing. So it looks like the champion of coming through the whole battle also comes through with the spiritual awakening. When we face adversity, sometimes that's the catalyst for the spiritual breaking open, right? Because everything we know is changed a little and we have to get a new perspective. So we're now letting go of right now, it's true, we're letting go of things that are not very important, and we're working on what's in front of us right now, which is our own safety and the safety of our family, and making sure we have enough to provide, and making sure we can move through the day, we can do our jobs, we can function. And this is feeling, some people may be feeling a little bit left out in the cold or forgotten. So please reach out to, sometimes you have little neighbors that are elderly. Let them know that you're there if they have some emergency or if there's something they need. They can always call on you. You know, if you don't want to get close to them, you can always, because you don't want to infect them or give them any germs, you can be, because you may not be sick, but they can catch something you came in contact with. But let them know, hey, I'll drop off a bag of groceries. Do you need anything from the store? Do you have everything you need? Just comfort people who you know are going to struggle through this. And just, even if you just talk to them on the phone, you just check on them. Let them know somebody cares. Then we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is the energy of the Archangel Michael. Very much in the place of justice and righteousness and wanting everything to be in the right. Everything done the right way. This is that energy. And we have the fairness and justice. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the universe setting aside resources to bring through to you what you need to get through this particular time period of these 2 weeks. Now we have the Ten of Swords, which is letting go of fear, being in a place of moving forward, letting go of toxic energy. I feel like this is where some of the people who are in charge of things that have mishandled things may come to pay for that and be removed so that we can move forward. And we have the Knight of Swords, which is a lightning bolt. This is fast-moving energy. So we may get a sudden word of something going on. So, and I don't mean in a negative way. It just means we may have a breakthrough moment where there's something that can help us combat this. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the energy of the universe being on our side, working things in our favor and providing whatever we need. So you must have faith in that for it to be true. Listen to what I'm saying. Your faith that the universe is continuously holding you in its palm of its hand. It is comforting you, it is guiding you, it is protecting you. If you believe that more than your fear of not being safe, and not being provided for and not being protected. If you believe that the universe has you above all, as long as you believe that that's true, the universe is constantly providing for you at exactly the right time, every time, then you will make it through this without an issue because you believe it. It is the belief. If your belief is stronger than the fear and the negative emotion of being abandoned, if you believe that you are continuously in the hand of the universe, it has to be true because you believe it. It's just a fact. And you can doubt me all you want, but it's true. So here is the Chariot. And the Chariot is supporting the energy of your belief will bring you through this better than you came into it, better than you started. Coming through it better than you started. This is an upgrade. This is an upgrade to your living status. This is an upgrade to your financial status. Upgrade to your emotional and spiritual status. This card is a victory. It is a very strong energy of coming through better than you started. There's going to be lots of rules changed and lots of ways of business being done that will be changed because of this. So, there's the new beginning. In your new beginning, you've got to be, it's an adventure, okay, but it's kind of scary, right? But you've got to embark on it, and you've got to release your fear and live in the now. Do what you need to do now. This is where we've been schlepping along, worrying about things that really weren't important. We've been carrying burdens that really didn't need to be a burden. And this is letting that go, getting in a place of manifesting, bringing the positive result you want. This is how you live the law of attraction. It doesn't go away just because things get hard or because there's a virus. The law of attraction doesn't change. And neither does fear. Fear amplifies. So you've got to amplify your power of attraction and your energy toward the positive. So when it turns the volume up, we have to turn the volume up. And there's your Two of Wands. You can live in fear or you can live in optimism and move forward, living your life day to day. Yes, the rules will be a little different for a while, but it will go back to some semblance of normalcy. You can choose to be part of the shadow energy, or you can choose to walk in the light and just do the best you can with what you have. We have the Nine of Rods here, which is saying, we're in the thick of it. We're at a place where we kind of feel a little worried, and it may get a little tougher before it gets better, but we're at the last piece. So we're doing all we can, and that's all we can ask of ourselves. Doing the best we can with what we have to work with. We have the Queen of Swords, which is coming through, being connected to Source, and that is the real ticket here. If you can connect yourself to your higher Source energy, meditate, keep your energy and your nervous system level. Don't let yourself get into a place of fear. Do not let yourself get into a place of, hiding. We can't do all that. That's not the way we live. We don't thrive that way. So keep yourself connected to your source and be in the positive energy. This is the career and finance area, so this also means being the source of information that you can, whatever you need to do to move forward. If you're in the middle of a job change or job interview, if they give you the chance to interview, you've got to put on the smiling face and be that champion that they want. You can't be worried about what's going on with the coronavirus, okay? You've got to just face it and do it and turn all systems on. It's showtime, people, right? So you've got to be able to stand up and deliver when times are tough. So then we have the Lovers, which is the universe being very, very loving and giving and nurturing. Higher self, nurturing your physical self. You also have, this is the Gemini major arcana, and this is an air sign queen, so it would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So very strong air sign energy here. Now we have the Temperance energy, which is your Sagittarius major arcana, with the beautiful Archangel Uriel, divine light, doing alchemy, bringing liquid from this fire and then turning it into pixie dust, okay? So we can manifest our protection, our healing, and our immunity. We can bring ourselves to full abundance and vitality. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is saying you must fully commit yourself to that. Because the universe is trying to lay it out in front of us to show ourselves, listen, if we never have any kind of adversity, how do we know our faith is real? Right? So go at it. Full bore. Both barrels. Don't hold back. Two of Cups. This is the put up or shut up moment here. We have to be able to be strong and stand in our positive energy to create a positive outcome. Because there's plenty of people out there that are working against that. Okay, so don't be a force for the negative. We have the Two of Cups here saying we all must unite in this energy, be in a place of solidarity, and we will come out better than we hoped with this beautiful Six of Pentacles here. So, I hope you all are very well and everyone is as minimally affected by all of this as possible. There will be change, but it doesn't have to be the end of the world. We are not facing the end of the world here. We're just facing the end of this particular time in our lives, and we're moving into the next. Life is cycling like that all the time. So, many blessings to you. I'll see you again at the beginning of April. Please stay safe and well, and know that I send you all healing energy and protective energy. Many blessings. Namaste.